Hey boo hey, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to do my everyday makeup, everyday-ish makeup. If you struggle with mental health, you know that every day is not a good day. So we're kind of coming out of a depressive bout and I'm feeling like putting on makeup again. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I've got my hair tied back. I got a new, what is this, gel to try to slick back my edges, and we're gonna see how it goes because the struggle, girl, the struggle. I'm gonna use the Milk Power Grip primer to prime my face and let that chill while I do the brows and the eyes. I have been enjoying this. It is not as mattifying as like my One Size. It will help with my oils, but it's not going to stop them completely. It's not the most mattifying at the end of the day. The base I used on my eyes is the AOA Studios that I got from Shop Miss A, and then I set it with the Laura Mercier. Name's not on top of that, don't know why I showed you that, but it's the Laura Mercier. Now going to run some gel from NYX through the little bit of brow that I have and let that set for a minute. It can be quite a bit of product if you don't take the time to swatch it, wipe it off on the top. So taking a little bit time for it to dry is helpful. With that being said, it is one of the best brow gels that I have come across, both high-end and drugstore. I do plan on repurchasing this one. Brows are a combination of the micro brow pen that I got from AOA Studios. I'm still enjoying this. You do have to set it upside down to keep the ink rolling. And then the LA Girl brow, slim brow pencil, not a favorite of mine whatsoever, just still trying to use that up. It just does not go on as evenly as I'd like it to. Sorry if you can hear the shades in the window. I have it cracked and it's a little bit windy. Even though it's cold, I still do like to get a little bit of fresh air in my apartment. And so yeah, that's probably some of that like weird sound that you're hearing. It is not coming from me, it is coming from the window, just so you know. I am now going to shape up my brows. I'm using the Quickie concealer from Urban Decay. I almost said from Naked, and that's not the brand's name. From Urban Decay. Now I'm going to take a combination of the Maybelline Superstay and my Lancome Teint Idole. I have said this before, I got some sun during the summertime, obviously, that season, and my foundations are a bit too light. So I am mixing them to get the color that I need. One, because I don't want to go out and buy new foundations. I have plenty of them in my collection that I just need to use. And two, it's a lot cheaper than buying a new foundation for every shade that I turn during summer. This brush from the Sephora collection, it's the number 64 brush. I desperately need to wash it. Desperately need to wash all my brushes, but it is my favorite right now. Whenever I notice that the beginning of my brows look a little bit too like Sharpie, I will take some of the foundation and run it through the front just to give it more of that gradient look. I feel like that has helped a lot with how natural my brows will look, because that I have very little brow. I'm going to go back in with that Quickie concealer and just highlight a little bit. That's part of the reason this makes this more of like an everyday kind of look, is like it's not completely glam because I'm softer on what I'm putting on my face. Still the same products, but a little bit of a different amount, and it just makes it a little bit easier, at least for me. Going in with the Laura Mercier to set that. And that'll also add a little bit of a highlight. So it's kind of almost like a cheat code. There are days when I don't feel like putting on any concealer, and I will go in with just a yellow or white powder, and it will do exactly what I need it to do as well, and just add a little bit of that highlight in there. And then for the rest of the face, I'm going to use one that's a tad bit darker. I'm going to use the Milk Makeup, and that combination will give more of that contrast that I'm wanting. Of course, we've got to spray our face after we've set it. Now here's a big thing that definitely simplifies the look. The bronzer, of course you're going to put that in the usual spots. Make sure that face is a little bit sculpted, but not like you've been to the beach because it's winter and ain't nobody at the beach. And I live in Iowa. Ain't no beach. So, like, what? That's not going to work out well. I do kind of bring it up a little bit more like blush as well. And then I take that through the crease on the eye, and like it is my shadow. It also brings everything together. It's quite monochromatic, which is okay. And that's the Mented bronzer. I don't think that I said that before. I'm now going to go in with an eyeliner. We're going to swing back to, if I can grab it out of the drawer, back to Urban Decay. It's the Perversion liquid eyeliner, and that will add a little bit of something to the lash line. My current favorite mascara right now is Wrap Lash from Revolution. I've had people ask me if I'm wearing falsies when I'm wearing this, and no girl. Not on an everyday makeup day. We're not putting on no falsies. We're just putting this through. It's just so good. Like, it is one of my favorite Tubey mascaras. Like, look at that. Honey. Absolutely worth it. I think this was like $10. Now with my face shape, it does smudge a little bit right here. That's perfectly fine. I have gotten used to that by now. It's all good. I have the Aquaphor on my lips. I'm going to leave that on my lips and go in with this liner. This liner, ooh, honey. This liner is from Makeup by Mario, and it's just a good regular brown. You could probably get this color at the drugstore, but I did really want to try it because Makeup by Mario. So that's what I did, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of this dark one from Juvia's Place just to give it a little bit more depth. Fenty Glow is the shade. Clean up that mascara. Everything again. And that is everything. Let's see what's going on with this gel. I'm hoping it's not a failure because it'll go right back to Amazon. It's a bit of a failure. As I take my hair out of this hair tie, that is everything for today's video. Let me know your thoughts on this look, if you're going to be trying it out or not. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.